Hey guys, so as you know, I've been looking for a dual sport bike for a while, and I'm happy to say that today I picked up my new bike, and here she is. It's a KTM Enduro 690R, and to let you guys in on a bit of a fib that I told, when I went to look at the second-hand one quite a while back, I made that video when I went to look at one, and I said that they'd sold the one I went to see. Well, that was true. They had sold the one I went to see. But I was that gutted about it. The guy said to me, well, a brand new one is only a couple of grand more than the one I was looking at. And he suggested that if I could stretch, I may as well get a brand new one. So I actually put the deposit down that day. So I've been waiting a whole month for this bike. And finally she's here and looking great as well. So I'm really looking forward to doing more of the byways, getting her off-road, and when she's all broken in and that, I can start being a bit of an idiot on it, which is the whole idea really. So yeah, she's not going to be looking this good for much longer, I can tell you that much. I'm bound to drop it at some point. But you know, you expect that with these sorts of bikes anyway. It's got the kind of semi-road, off-road tyres there. They'll do for me because, you know, as I said, guys, I mean, I'm not actually very experienced in off-roading, so the whole idea really is just to improve my off-road skills, and I'm sure I'll have a good chance of doing that with this. So hopefully nothing's going to break down on it. I'd seen a lot of reviews by like Riding with Tom and his Paolo's Modica as well, and those guys seem to be having an absolute ball on their Enduro R. So I was like, what better bike to get, you know? So yeah, it's a 690cc, 66 horsepower. It's got WP suspension, so as you might be able to see there, it's got the adjustable adjusters on top of the forks there, handguards, and yeah, she's good. Loads of travel in the forks. It's really tall, and once again, like with the R1, I didn't actually test ride one of these because they didn't have any demonstrators. But I've actually obviously recently just ridden it back from the dealership earlier on today, and yeah, just no issues with it whatsoever. But yeah, the only thing really is it's tall, but I guess it's going to be tall when it's an off-road bike because you need the suspension travel, don't you? So yeah, she's looking pretty good. Try and give you a better view with the camera. It's got the Brembo brakes, front and rear. They've got, considering it's brand new, they've got a lot of power, so I'm sure that's going to get better as the brakes bed in. The exhaust, yeah, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but for my purposes, you know, it is going to get bashed up a little bit, so I don't see the point of fitting a nice fancy Acura or Wings or whatever on there, because it's just going to get ruined at the end of the day. Maybe when I get a bit more into it and my skills improve, I might consider it, but at the moment, I think I'm fine with that. It's got the Sahara Metzeler tyres on it, front and back. DID Dirt Star rims. I like the wavy brake. That's a nice touch, having the old wavy brake there. I'm surprised it's a single disc actually and a single caliper, but I guess because the bike weighs so little anyway, it doesn't need twin disc brakes on it. So yeah, not much else to say really. Yeah, but I'm loving it. take her for a ride then. So turn the key. Yeah, this is a bit annoying, but I can live with that. I'm not too fussed. So as with the R1, the braking period is 600 miles, and then after the 600 miles, it has its first service, and then I'll be able to rev it up to the 8,000 red line. But at the moment, I can't full throttle it, and I can only rev it up to 6,000. So. But yeah, she's nice. I'm absolutely loving that hydraulic clutch as well. It's really light. I don't know what it is about the Ducati, but the clutch on that seems to be really heavy, so nothing like that on this though. It's nice and light, easy to use. The seating position is really comfortable, and because the seat's so long, you can sit right up forward, like if you're doing loads of off-roady stuff, or you can sit right back, so you can move around on the bike, which helps if you're off-roading. The suspension's brilliant though. It's just totally sucking up all the bumps and undulations in the road. So this bike, it costs 7,800 on the road, which, you know, it is a lot of money, but you get a lot of really quality equipment on it, you know, like the Brembo brakes, the WP suspension. Because I was thinking about going for a cheaper bike, but then the problem with that is you don't know how hard it's been ridden in the past, and you don't know. You know, you just don't know the state that it's in, and I wanted something that was going to be reliable as well. So it's another reason I opted for the KTM in the end. And also the guys over at KTM Loughborough are really nice guys as well. So it's always good when you get a bit of a rapport with the dealership. I need to remember as well that I'm not on a sports bike now, so I can't take these corners like I normally do. have to be a bit more gentle now. Bikes these days are just so refined. It's pretty cool actually. Even a single you expect to be really lumpy and rattly with loads of vibration. The engineering's come along so much that they've worked out ways of solving it now. And then once she's running properly, I'll be able to do some more sort of off-roady stuff, because at the moment I don't want to be doing anything too extreme. A, because I haven't got the skill to tackle anything like that, and B, you know, you'd be loading the engine too much while you're still running it in. So, but I think a little byway or two should be alright during the braking period, as long as it's sort of level-ish, no massive gradients or thick mud or whatever. So yeah, I quite like being up high as well. I didn't think I'd like that being a sports bike rider, but I actually quite like it. I feel like, you know these people that sort of drive around in Range Rovers and that because they feel like they're in a commanding driving position. I feel like I'm the motorbike equivalent now. I'm quite enjoying being up high. Although on the negative side, it's further to fall, isn't it? Yeah, not so good if you land on your ass. I've got to say as well, considering it's an off-road bike, or, you know, well, not strictly off-road, but considering it's designed for both, it handles pretty well on the road. It's surprising. Feels quite planted. Must be quite fun once you get it onto some loose stuff and and I'll get my skill level up. You know, drifting it through corners and stuff will be awesome. I'm sticking my foot out, I don't know why. Just because that's what people do, I suppose. I think it's for balance. Let me know if you know what it's for, I don't know. I suppose it's the off-roading equivalent of getting your knee down, isn't it? Just stick your foot out, scrape your heel. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters.